3 Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? This topic was from Wrestling Jeebus on Twitter. We stumbled into this one. Obviously, WWE goes by the pay-per-view model of every month, whereas companies like Impact, AEW, hell, even NXT only do 4 or 5 pay-per-views a year. And we came upon the topic: could the WWE, not will they, because we know they're not going to, but could they go back to a model of only having 4 or 5 pay-per-views a year? So you would assume Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Money in the Bank, Night of Champions,
Fastlane,
Ryan's favorite, maybe Great Balls of Fire, maybe go back and forth on those every year. And for me, I think they could, if you schedule the 5, the big 5 for the WWE, whatever the 5th one ends up being, and then in the off months you do your takeovers, and then you can throw a couple of maybe NXT UK takeovers, so you have 12 pay-per-views a year, but they're not 12 main roster, and then NXT takeover, and then takeover UK, and then the occasional evolution, or if they do a female pay-per-view or something like that. Like I don't think it would be out of the realm of possibility. Then you have more of a creation of longer term storylines. But for me, again, realistically, I don't think we ever see this, because one of the sellers of the WWE Network is you get a pay-per-view every month. But if they wanted to get really creative with the annual schedule, I think you could go back to a formula of only 5, maybe even if you want to do every other month and do 6 and then sprinkle other stuff throughout the year. I think it's possible.
I don't think it's possible. You look at Impact, that's 2 hours a week. You look at AEW, that's 2 hours a week. You look at Raw and SmackDown, that is 5 hours a week. So that's 2.5 times the hours of show building to things. You need to have 2.5 times the pay-per-views to build to. I don't think you can go months on end, 2, 3, maybe 3 months on 7 hours of TV time to build to something 3 months away. That's tough.
Would you want them to go back to like 4 combined pay-per-views and then your off months doing branded pay-per-views, or just continue as they are right now?
Continue as is.
Fair? Anybody else? Tim?
Or I don't care. Do what they want.
Well, I mean, obviously, I don't think they're changing what they're doing anytime soon.
I wouldn't change it if I had the book.
Tim?
Mark, are you going to say something?
I was going to say I enjoyed the 4 pay-per-views a year back in the day because they felt more special, but it's never going to go back. It's going to be at least 1 a month. But yeah, back then the build was longer and the feuds meant a little more. Everything now is so rushed, but yeah, I like when they had the big 4. I thought that was a perfect pay-per-view lineup.
Yeah, I think that the easy answer is yes, they could. Vince McMahon and the WWE can do whatever they want. The problem is that now they don't just answer to Vince McMahon, they answer to shareholders. Would the shareholders see profitability in cutting their pay-per-view numbers down from what is it 14 a year to 5?
Is it 14?
I mean, WrestleMania was 2 nights, so that technically probably counts as 2. And then
In a perfect world, you have the Super Saudi shows.
Wasn't there 2 pay-per-views in October this year? Like I thought one in early October, one in late October.
Third one was like a special event.
Oh
no, I guess not. They put Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell.
What was the other one?
Was it Bragging Rights?
Over the Limit?
No, let me look at the.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was it?
Vengeance?
Armageddon?
Judgment Day.
Unforgiven. Fully Loaded.
Sin.
The Great American Bash. Greed.
So if you're counting
Heaven or Hell, now that's a Black Sabbath song.
So they did SummerSlam and Payback a week apart.
And
that's what it was. August had the back-to-backs.
So if you count that, there was
Jesus, I forgot about that. That was only
Super Showdowns 2, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania's 4, Money in the Bank's 5, Backlash, Extreme Rules, SummerSlam, Payback, Clash of Champions, 9, 10, 11. Wait, that doesn't make any dang sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
God, I forgot
6,
there was
7,
a Saudi show
8,
last
9,
year.
10, 11, 12. There was 13 if you count Super Sandown.
Yeah, because I think they do go on pay-per-view. I mean, they're on the network, but I think they also do go out on pay-per-view as well.
Right. And then if you count NXT events, which is something else, but then like add another 1, 2, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 events.
Jesus.
In 2020.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of viewing.
And that's why I said, like, this isn't something that is necessarily going to happen. Because that's revenue. That's money.
Tim, if I'd have just looked down by number of events per year, but so even breaking it down over the last like 6 years, 2015 had 21, 16 had 21, 17 had 25. 18 had 23. 2019 had 27.
Jesus. 27. Okay, because you had multiple Saudi shows. You had an Australia show. You had UK takeovers.
You had Smackville, the special, the SmackDown
That's right.
special.
They did a couple of those.
Yep.
Starcade.
You had Starcade was in there. You had Crown Jewel. You had the Evolve special.
Oh, right.
You had the Shield's final chapter.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You had Halftime Heat.
Three Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app. That's arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? Oh, Christ.
So these aren't things that are pay-per-views, though.
But they're
like network special, because really
like,
that's what they're operating.
Those are reasons you wouldn't get rid of the network. So I mean, if you cut back the actual quote pay-per-view, you still get all of those extra specials on the network, and you're not going to feel shorted.
So yeah, only I guess in this question, I guess it would be the number of events that actually go out on pay-per-view. They could do the 5, but again, I feel like that does become a little complicated then, because then you're building to things on TV that aren't going to be on pay. So like I feel like then it could, and I guess that's, and I think the WWE operates per the network, not per pay-per-view anymore.
Right. See, if they do switch to 4 or 5 events, it makes television a little more special. Because they'd have to blow off some feuds
right on
special editions of Raw. special editions of SmackDown. You'd have more title changes, more meaningful title changes on television than you would on the network. I mean, between during the Attitude Era and the Monday Night War, the model changed from being a make people watch it, make people come to TV after watching it on pay-per-view than vice versa.
Sure.
Like, give it away. You don't give anything away on free TV. Make people pay for it now. I think they could do the reverse. Like, of course, WrestleMania is always going to be your blow off, and like SummerSlam is your blow off.
Right. I mean, some events are big in and of themselves, but if you only have 5, then that time between WrestleMania in March or April to let's say it's Money in the Bank in June. Like those couple of months, like there needs to be more reason for why there's this match and this feud and this title match, and there will be times when there's title change here. Like, and we're not just talking, the 24/7 title and the tag team titles. We're talking the Raw Women's title, SmackDown Women's title, Universal title, WWE Championship, and you can come to expect that it would actually make some of those TV shows a little bit more must see. Jason says, I'm not paying for pay-per-views plus the award-winning network. Are we talking they're going to change for these and not have them? No, I think it would just be that, like, the main roster big events on pay-per-view / the award-winning WWE network, the number would go to 5.
I mean, JBL told you best. If you're buying them on pay-per-view, you're an idiot.
He did tell us that.
Dumbass!
You'd be stupid for buying them on pay-per-view. The money you spend
it's
on
$9.99 a month. A pay-per-view is $60. You fucking idiot!
And the first month's free.
Look at my big stupid hat.
You make more money now.
Moggle, I got a
and block you.
Moggle,
I got a huge fucking dumb hat. People been tweeting me about it, and then I block them, and it's a dumb hat.
But I dance like Deion Sanders, Moggle.
But yeah, so it would be like 5 main roster big shows a year, and then in the off months you would see maybe takeovers, UK takeovers, or things like that.
Do you say big shows or big shows?
Not big shows. That's Netflix.
Go big shows.
Or not go big shows.
Those are both different.
That's the Cody thing on TBS.
Ooh.
Matt or Mark, any thoughts?
Who the hell is this?
Well, the whole with the network, the whole just pay-per-views in general, I think are kind of on their way out. I don't know anybody that buys a WWE pay-per-view anymore.
There's got to be like 3 of them.
Depends on
well, yeah, if it's the taglines to get people to buy it.
Well, if they would have better taglines, more people would buy the pay-per-view, not to have the network.
Hi, Sherry.
I would buy the pay-per-view while I have the network if the tagline's good enough.
That's true. You'd never see it coming, Matt.
You wouldn't. I'd throw in the towel. I'd just spend the money.
I hope both your flights get delayed.
Why are you now jumping on that bandwagon of the towel throwing? Like, I know it bothers Tim. Why does it bother you out of nowhere?
It doesn't bother me. I thought it was great. I love the angle. I love the towel throwing angle. It was one of my matches of the year 2 years ago.
Hence
when Mustache Mountain did it.
This is the
bother me none.
This is the first time you've ever opposed to me making fun of that spot, like, in the history of this show.
Matt, I don't even know you.
I don't disagree with that.
What the hell is even that?
I don't oppose it. I oppose the taglines that you were making fun of moments ago.
No,
I oppose taglines in general, and then you put in about the towel throwing, and I was fine with that.
okay. All right. Fair enough.
What do you have against taglines? Is it because you are subscribed?
Jim, I'm the better friend. Let's move on.
As better friend, you have to move on. It's
That's true. I
seniority.
have to move on. Three Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order?